My name's Luke Collins. I run a company called the Glass Trade Centre. Company's been going for about 4 years now, and we supply mostly the glass industry. We're a wholesaling company, industrial supplies, mostly silicon sealants and specialising in glazing tools to the glass industry. Before I started coaching with Pravar Group, my business was what I would say is comfortable. I had a job and I would turn up to work to do my job, but I wanted more than that. It was becoming frustrating to me to turn up and just go through the motions. My business was quite reactionary and I knew I could do a lot more. I knew the business could do a lot more. I just didn't know how to do it. It was a boat without a steering wheel. So the boat was going along, but I wasn't steering it. It was quite important for me to take some trips overseas. I've got friends overseas and I did that anyway. But what I found is that when I was travelling overseas, during the time difference, I found myself engaged in customer calls at 3 in the morning. And that's no way to run a business. Customers weren't getting what they needed. I'd call my brother from overseas and get him to make deliveries for me, sometimes at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and that's no way to run a business. For the most part, I would end up doing things for work in my personal time because I didn't have the control of the business. And if you don't have time to enjoy yourself outside of work, then you're not going to be too happy at work. When I was 28, I bought my first company. I held a business qualification. 29, I sold that company. 30, I was the managing director of a fairly large company with a number of employees. So when I thought of coaching, I thought I already knew all the answers. I clearly don't, because I'm not achieving what I can. And the business isn't achieving what it should and what I want it to. I met Rob on, I think it was a Facebook video, I think I saw of Rob. So it was at the time when I was struggling quite a bit with the business, and it just came along at the right time, and he asked a few questions there that got me a little bit engaged. It was, why are you doing this? Why are you in business? And I think my answer was the standard answer that most people have, which is, I want a big business. I want to employ more people. I want to make lots of money. But when we got into the core of it, show me how you're doing that and show me how much you want this, I couldn't answer him. When we engaged Pravar Group, the business was doing about 1 million in revenue. We've been involved with Rob and the Pravar Group team for 2 years now, and this year we're tracking for about 3.5 million in revenue. That's a great result on the top line. Net profit wise, we look like we're going to do about 5 times the net profit number that we did in the first year. Apart from financially though, my personal life is, I'm just a lot happier. I went overseas, just got back a couple of weeks ago, went over to Europe again, and I was overseas for 3 weeks, and this time was very different. This time I had leverage with sales, with structures, with people. I had processes in place. I didn't have to take phone calls. I didn't have to do much work, and because of the systems and the processes that we've implemented through Rob and the team, it's enabled me to actually enjoy my holiday and take time out of the business and know that the business is fine. After engaging Rob and the team at Pravar Group, the difference is huge. Not only in numbers, but the people are happy, and I'm happy. You know, I leave here each day knowing that this is a serious business. The boat has a steering wheel and I'm in control of it. And it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. Someone who's sitting on the fence that's saying maybe, I'd say why not? You don't know what you can achieve until you actually go for it. And that was the situation with me. I knew that I had potential. And until you have a conversation with someone who lives it, who breathes it, who does it on a daily basis, who knows this stuff, then you don't really know yourself. So I encourage anyone to have a conversation and just start the conversation and see where it goes.